up, guys? So, actually, let's open that up. Alright, so I wanted to go over quickly Dragon B10 and Giants B10 teams. But before we do that, actually, wait. I just cleared TOA 90. Took way too long with these freaking... Where are they? Where are they? Those guys took a while. And then the Marshall Cats took even longer. So all these dark monsters were just giving me trouble. So I got one light and dark scroll. We're gonna open it. We'll see what we get. Hopefully we can get something good. If I get a Marshall Cat, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably just gonna go stop playing for the day. Alright, 3-star monster, come on. And we got an awakened 2-star. Yeah, these light and dark scrolls, dude, they do not do well for me, and that's just going to be fodder for my next 6-star, which is going to be Chloe, which I have switched out wheel runes for at least some HP, and then for some more speed. So I mean, she's at like 219, which is okay. I mean, that's really not that good. I would definitely say like 230 plus is where you want to be if you want to be pushing a little bit higher. But alright, so first things first, we'll go through Giants, and then I'll show you my setup for Dragons, even though, oops, well, I'm farming double EXP anyways, so my Giants B10 team is like at like a 98% success rate, something like that. And I'll show you really quick what I run. You do not need the Chimera. The Chimera is there because I haven't 6-starred Lucian. You don't even need Lucian. But I will show you, 4 of these monsters are farmable. Okay? So literally, I could just take any other wind monster that is a good attack monster, probably 6-star, you know, that's good enough to take blows. Like, you know, pretty tanky. Which my Chimera is decent, you know, it's tanky enough that it does not die. And then, of course, I've got my Ifrit with the leader skill, and then I've got Bella for healing, and then I've got 2 farmable monsters, Bernard and Shannon, to do buffs, and then once I 6-star my Acasis, I will go ahead and get rid of Shannon. Okay, so this is my lineup. I need to switch this really quick. Oh, so it doesn't attack the other ones. There we go. Okay. Now, the Chimera is not essential, really, for this team. It really isn't. You just need to bring a monster that can help do some damage for the early stages, because you can't just rely on dots for these crystal parts. Otherwise, you know, you'll just be taking a ton of damage and debuffs, and it's just a big mess. So, and I'm maxing out my Veramos skill so he lands more dots and he gets more stuns off. Oop. That's my X Mirage. One sec. Alright, cool. Now you can see the way my team works is my Bella targets a monster, lands the defense break, and then the rest of my monsters focus in on that monster and try to take care of it. And then my Veramos takes away debuffs, and then my Shannon and Bernard sit in the back and pretty much buff everyone up, while my Bella heals up, because my Bernard and my Shannon are of course super squishy. I will probably eventually be switching my Chimera for Lucian, just to make those early stages a lot faster, because it's double AoE, and of course it ignores defense, and it will take care of those crystals super fast. Not to mention it has the second skill, which will of course land a bunch of debuffs, which is always helpful. So just give this a second. Shouldn't take too long. Usually my lineups take like 5 to 7 minutes, something like that. Not too much. I choose consistency over speed, like for runs. I'd rather have a run that works than a fast one that fails a lot more. So I'll show you here. Oh. Now, you see my Shannon, she's just so squishy. My Bernard too, but my Shannon is just 10 times more squishy. It's ridiculous. Yeah, she gets close to getting killed if they both go off. I really don't like Shannon. It's like you have to 6-star her for her to be not squishy, and it's kind of annoying. So. And then, watch, she probably won't use her skill. See, she doesn't use her skill. That's annoying. Come on, use your skill. This is why I get really pissed at Shannon, because she never uses her buffs or debuffs. Are you gonna use it, Shannon? Better use it. There you go. Freaking Shannon, man. And sometimes it gets unlucky like that, where the tower will actually get a shot off right before the giant goes, which can be pretty annoying. Usually it doesn't happen twice. If it happens twice, I'm dead. But as long as it doesn't happen 2 times in a row, then I'm good. So, there we go, see. Oh, there goes my Bella. But, we're fine. This was a bad run, honestly. I usually don't lose any monsters. It's just unlucky for that defense break went off right before the giant hit, and then of course Shannon sucks in terms of... Oh, that's crappy. In terms of health. Okay, so let's check how much battery we're at. 13. Okay. Dragon B10. Now, Dragons B10, this is my future lineup. I don't know if we're going to make it all the way to the end. Now, I had Chloe in there. Now, I don't have any Lumeratias to use from my friends. Okay, that's fine. I'll throw Chloe in there, and I'll show you. It doesn't work, but it gets pretty close. I just need to 6-star my Chloe, and then 6-star my Vertihill. My Vertihill is so dang, like, look at that. 9,000 HP. I have no HP on him. So once I throw on, like, around 15, 20k, this will be like almost at 100% success rate, just because Ifrit is so helpful with the cleanse that he does every single turn. So I won't touch it, and I'll show you how far I get. I bring Verad just because he helps the early stages, just because of all of the towers that do defense break and then follow up on it and hit pretty hard. So I might end up running double Vertihill eventually if I don't need as many CC monsters to get through this, which will be down the road when I get my second Vertihill made, but it'll be for like speed. So I'll probably have some AoE monsters, and like I'll bring Veramos, of course, but yeah, I really like the Water Dragon Verad. He's extremely helpful in dungeons, and he's probably one of my most essential monsters when I go into TOA. Just because I'll be like getting a ton of damage on me, and then my Verad will be able to buy me 2 turns worth of going, just because he can set off his AoE skills and pretty much freeze or stun or reset attack bars of everyone. So very, very helpful. Now this is the part that is a little bit more troubling for me. My Vertihill will probably get targeted right there. Now he's gonna die. See, way too squishy. But you see my other monsters, they're not really taking as much damage. You know, if my Verad or my Vertihill wasn't so squishy, this would not be that bad. So I definitely need to 6-star my Vertihill and get an HP rune on his slot 6. Now I did have one, but I put it on Darien because I really need one for Arena, and he's got crit on it. And of course my Vertihill has like 120% crit already. He doesn't need the extra crit. So I think it was kind of a waste to put it on Vertihill, but I will probably just throw on a broken set instead of that guard rune that I have on him. Just put on a 6-star HP percent rune. So we'll see. This is going pretty well. I definitely need more skills on Veramos so that he can land more dots. Because he's pretty much my damage dealer. He's the one that lands the dots. I might end up switching Verad for like a Lumi or something, just for more dots, but... Ooh. Go ahead and throw on Charger. Not taking too long. It's actually like, I think it's taken less time than Giants B10. Just because the golems just tank so much, they're so annoying. Alright. Here we go. Ooh. Thank you that I remembered. There we go. Yeah, if you start out the round wrong and let the boss get an attack off early, you're pretty much dead. So, alright, here we go. Now, this is, I probably won't complete it. But I'll show you how far I get and why I need Vertil as a 6-star with more HP. See, if I would have Vertihil, I would have so much more... Oh, ooh. Do you see that? Bella was just getting pounded on. Man. Yeah, if I had Vertihil, I would be going so much faster and more often, and my Bella's gonna die. Ooh, lucky. Yes. And Verad was being helpful there. I might take out Verad just because he only helps for the beginning stages. Ooh, yes. And, of course, the person that did the damage had invincibility on. That was really lucky. I really need dots to do the damage because then it doesn't counterattack. So maybe we will complete this. That'd be cool. Not a consistent team. I don't want to run it yet because it doesn't do it. Like, you know, if it's not 60% or more success rate, I don't think it's worth running. Just a lot of waste of energy. I'd rather use that energy in building my team better. So once I get Vertihil to be able to run this, it looks like my Chloe is actually pretty tanky enough to withstand this. So we'll see if this works, because if my Bella doesn't die, then we'll definitely be able to do this no problem. And my Bella is also really a key aspect of this. Bella and Ifrit, man, they're probably the best farmable monsters you could probably get. Ifrit, I say he's farmable. He's really fusion, but you can farm the fusion or get them from mystical spells. It's not really that hard. It took me probably about a week to get all the materials. The Dark Yeti is probably by far the hardest. Okay, now you know, I'm not even going to be concerned about. Hold on. Make sure that the X Mirage isn't freaking out. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to let this run its course. If something happens, whatever. See there. Okay. See? I got lucky enough where the dots went off and killed it. If I would have had a monster kill it, they would have been dead. They would have been insta-killed. It's like a 30k hit by the dragon. But... So, I mean, my monsters are tanky enough to do it. It's just my Vertihil. He doesn't cooperate with me. He doesn't have enough HP. He needs at least 15,000, and that's really pushing it. And he's at 9,000 right now. He gets like one-shotted when he gets to the dragon. So it's pretty embarrassing. So I've been ignoring him a little bit, and so I kind of regret that. And now it's biting me in the ass now. So, but this is just to give you guys an idea. You really don't need to bring a huge damage dealer. Yeah, it's faster, but you know, you want sustainability over speed. Definitely. You know, if you can't do if you can't do the floor and you're just going super fast towards the boss, then what's the point, you know? If you take your time, and it takes a little bit of time, but you get through there 90% plus, then it's a lot worth it. It's a lot more worth it. And you can just set your phone down on auto while you read a book or watch a movie or watch some TV or just chillax, you know? So I definitely suggest focusing more on sustainability, and then when you get sustainability and that your monsters can actually survive, then you can focus on increasing the speed of your runs, like I am doing for Giants B10. Of course, my Giants B10 runs that I showed you in this video, or the Giant B10 run, it was pretty bad. I'm going to be honest, that was probably one of the worst runs that I've seen from my team. But, you know, just to show you, it still works. So it's like a 98%, 95% success rate, more or less, maybe a little bit more. Alright, it's going to be finishing up here soon. I would love to have Hua, but I don't have her, so. And then we're done. So that's the auto team, and I didn't target anyone, didn't touch it, let it run its course. And the only monsters that were pretty close to dying, or that did die, was, of course, the Vertihil. So now this is a 4-star rune, and I don't use Nemesis, so I'm just going to sell that. So that's just to show you guys that it is possible to do Giants B10 and Dragons B10 with farmable monsters. You don't need insane monsters to do them. Honestly, I would say Ifrit and Bella are the two most key monsters. You guys definitely have to get them. So here's Veramos. I'll show you my runes on him. They're not even super amazing either. He has like no accuracy. So watch. He has 39% accuracy. That's not good at all. So once I get better runes on him, he'll be better. He's at about 20,000 HP, which is okay. I need him to be around 25,000 for it to be better and successful. And I'll show you my Bella. She's around 21,000, or 20, yeah, like 21,000 more or less, and 74% accuracy. I'll probably take off these runes, these focus runes, and then throw on probably energy runes, because I've got some decent energy runes, 6-star energy runes that I could throw on 1 and 4, and they've got accuracy substats, so I could probably still maintain over 70% accuracy. So I'll show you here. So, I mean, you don't really need amazing runes. I mean, if you're just starting out, yeah, like some of these runes are going to look a little bit difficult to get, but those are basically, you know, those are the rune sets, and you can see how successful they are. Now, this is my Vertihil. This is the rune I need to replace. Okay, I have my Darien, and I had this rune, and yeah, that looks like a perfect Vertihil rune, but I've literally got like 120% crit on him right now. And if I put on more crit, and I got like 138% on him, it's a huge waste. So I'd rather break his guard set, because yeah, defense is nice, but he's got such a low base defense, it really doesn't matter. You know, once I 6-star him and get more HP on him, that's way better than defense. And then I can use him for, of course, like guild battles and arena. So I definitely want some HP on him. So I got speed, crit rate, and attack, but I need to put on HP. And now this is my second Vertihil. I've got blade runes, but I'm definitely going to change those to energy, probably. Oh yeah, definitely going to change them to energy, because look at the rune I just got. Hopefully, you know, the substats go to crit. Actually, why don't we check it out right now? Actually, I don't need crit substats. Go to attack. Yeah. I've got plenty of crit on this Vertihil. He's already at like 60%, I think. Around 60%, and I haven't even started upgrading the slot 4. So, you know, he's going to be way over. Okay, look at that. Attack. Boom. Let's go 3 more just to lock it in on what we're going to be using. Even some resistance wouldn't be bad. If I get some resistance, I might throw this Vertihil on the Dragons 10, depending on which one has better rune sets. Alright, let's see. Nope. Come on. Don't fail on me. Alright, so we got some resistance. At least it didn't go to crit rate. You know, I never thought I'd be saying that, but I don't want crit rate right now on this Vertihill because look at, I already have 70% crit on him. So if I take off these, that'll be minus 12, so he'll be at what? 58% crit. Alright. He's at 16% for this. This goes up to 58% when you plus 15 it. And I probably will plus 15 so I can get other substats in besides the crit rate. So like what? Let's see, 42% more. You'll have 122% crit rate. So I'll definitely be taking off these, and then I'll probably replace one of these runes that has crit rate like this one, because I don't need crit rate right now. So now speed is nice, but I will probably throw on something with a little bit more survivability. Probably throw this rune on just because it's a 5-star. But I definitely need to get better runes for this Vertihill. I want to get him up to at least around 170, 180 speed. Right now he's about, no, yeah, he's at around like, what, 170? No, 161. So if I can get him to like 170, 180, that would be nice. But I also like Violent Vertihill a lot. And I'll probably be running a third Vertihill. Probably like a lot more tanky, like just straight up, no speed, super tanky, like 30,000, 35,000 HP, just straight up an HP monster, just to bring him with me on like TOA, like high levels, so I don't need to worry about him dying if he only has like 15,000 or 20,000 HP. Because as it is, Bella is pretty squishy for TOA. But, so those are my teams that I use, guys, for Dragons and Giants B10. I can do Dragons B10 auto, but I don't really like to because it doesn't really, it's not super successful. Like, I want to get a 100% success rate, and of course, my Vertihill just dies pretty fast. So he's a waste right now in that slot. So I'll definitely be getting him 6-starred, and then once I get him 6-starred, it'll be a cakewalk for Dragons B10, because I'll just be going so often. And I also need to get, of course, Veramos. I need to show you his skills, by the way. All of his Devilmon have gone to a second skill. So right now he has a 40% stun rate on his second skill, but he only has 50% chance for the continuous damage, and he can still get resisted. So I need that to be upgraded so that he can get 75% chance, and I need to get more accuracy on him. But of course, Veramos is fantastic. I really like him, and Bella is that much better too. So if you guys plan on making a Dragons B10 or Giants B10 team, excuse me, definitely look at these two monsters. These are two monsters you should definitely put on your team. If you don't have a lot of other options, I can help you run your team, because I know you don't need these two to run it, but these two are the easiest monsters for free-to-play players to obtain to run that Giants B10 with a really good success rate. And of course, Bernard and Shannon are also farmable. Acasis was farmable from a Hall of Heroes for those that have been playing for a while, but of course this is mostly directed towards lower level players that probably started sometime in the last month or two. So you probably don't have Acasis. If you do, 6-star her and definitely use her in Giants B10. But now a lot of people ask, like, oh, why don't you use Orochi? Right now, of course, his crit rate is 100% and he's pretty squishy. I don't use Orochi for Giants. I will probably never use him just because Veramos alone does enough dots to him, and I'll be running Lucian as well, just to clear the early stages. So maybe if I want to make my team even faster, I'll throw on Orochi with Lucian and then with Veramos, clear the early stages as fast as possible, and then throw on a ton of dots on the Giant. And but this is way down the road, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys got some ideas on what you should use for your Giants B10 team and your Dragons B10 team. I know I definitely need to work on my Dragons B10 team. My Giants one, I just need to get a replacement for Shannon, and then I need to get my Bernard with more HP, because my Bernard, as it is, has very little HP. The reason he survives is because of his defense. So once I get him with around 15 to 20,000 HP, he will survive a lot more often. And of course, I will have a Cases in there instead of Shannon, and it'll be 100% success rate. So it'll be a lot better, and then I'll show you guys that when I get that done, because it'll probably be taking me at least another couple weeks, and I got midterms coming up. Another thing, I apologize for not getting out the videos as fast as possible. I've been having I have a lot of midterms. I had this week of midterms, the previous week of midterms, and I've got this upcoming week of midterms. And then, of course, right after that, I've got finals. So once I get all of this stuff out of the way, and school's no longer a problem, and it's summertime, which is around the beginning of May for me, then I will be able to just pump out videos day after day, probably once or twice a day at least. I will be doing more Twitch streams. I haven't been doing Twitch streams as often anymore, definitely because I've been busy. But once I get all these things done, guys, I promise you I will be posting out more videos. It's not because I'm getting tired of this. Definitely not getting tired of this. It's just been pretty busy, so I hope you guys understand that. And then my weekends, I haven't been able to do Twitch as well because I've got the final exercise coming up for the program that I'm in. So once we figure out, I'll finish all that stuff, then we'll be posting out more videos so that we can get you guys going on your accounts and more advice so that you guys can just keep rocking it. And of course, if you guys have any questions in Trial Ascension when it resets, because there's only 3 days and I probably won't be able to help you. I'm definitely going to be making the push tonight when it's free Trial Ascension. I'm going to be pushing to 100. I heard 94 and 99 were the only ones that are really difficult, so shouldn't be a problem. We'll look at this right now. Glitches, no problem at all. So I'll let you guys know if I beat TOA 100. I'll show you some of my runs, and of course, guys, stay awesome. I'll see you guys later.